Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about a subject that's very dear to me, burnout. If you are new here, welcome and thank you for stopping by. In today's video, as a victim of burnout, I'm going to give you some tips how you can avoid burnout at work, as an entrepreneur, and life in general. Come back. True story. I'm a victim of burnout. A few years ago, I was at a corporate job. It was very demanding with a boss who never satisfied with anything. No matter what I do, she was not satisfied, and the work was overloaded. And I didn't take care of myself. I just work at least 12 hours a day, sometimes 14, 16 hours a day. If somebody call out on the job, as a head, you're supposed to fill out for that person, to fill the spot for that person. And I was overworked my body. Even my body was telling me, stop. I didn't listen to my body. And one day, I collapsed. My body couldn't take it anymore. I was going down the stairs. I fall 20 stairs down. I almost broke my neck, my elbow, my wrist. I have damage, I don't know how to call that, because I still got the bumps right here from my stomach, my chest. I don't know what they call it, my chest, and my knees, my wrist, my forehead. I lost part of my speech. Normally I used to speak faster. Now I don't know if you see that I speak in pauses, and because I lost the ability of my speech after that fall, it was not pretty. And I remember the person, they told me I passed out because it was so fast. You don't even know, if you don't even remember, because it was so fast. I know I just like try to bump in and hold something, and the next thing I remember, I was in front of somebody who started screaming and thought I was dead. But thank God I was not dead. It was because I didn't listen to my body, and even my body was telling me stop, I didn't stop, and therefore I'm a victim of burnout. I know exactly what it is when you stress, you overwhelm, you become like withdraw from society. You do not, anything is, they have no interest. You don't have no interest in anything at all. You neglect even your family. I remember my daughter used to say, okay, let's spend time together. And I say, I'm too tired. I have to go to work. And it was true, because I leave my house at 5:45, sometimes coming back at midnight. And then when I really catch home, that I have to sleep. Therefore, I always my mind was not even thinking straight, because I was overworked. And I know what it is, because sometimes if you are the entrepreneur, you're doing everything on your own, that can cause a burnout. If you are a family member who either you're the head of the family, or you try to put everything together, plus you're a demanding job, you can burn out. And as a burnout recovery, I'm going to give you some simple tips, simple things I did to avoid burnout and I decided that's not going to happen, even I'm an entrepreneur or not, even you are at home, you a mom, you a CEO, there's something who's not supposed to be in your calendar. That's mean burnout not supposed to be something you're supposed to add to whatever you already having in life dealing with. And there are some free tips you can do who doesn't cost you money. You can just make sure you do not burn out at all. The burnout recovery patient is not easy because I have my therapist tell me sometimes it take up to 5 to 10 years to recover from a burnout. And with the support of a lot of friends, good friends I had, who try, in my family, who try to help me to fight. And because they know me, they say, what happened to you? You used to be more active. And people who know me, I have energy like to show me slow down, barely call, do not socialize, do not even talk about my non-profit because I like to volunteer my work. Now they figured out something is wrong. And they was right, something was wrong because I was burnt out. Nothing, I have no interest in anything. And people doesn't know when you burn out, no, you just like withdraw. You just like you don't feel doing anything. And when you burn out, you cannot be productive. The productivity is not there. You cannot do anything because you don't have the edge to do anything. If you are at work, if you have any job, you do not progress, that can cause burnout. If you do not progress on it, and you've been doing the same thing over and over and over and over, and you see in that job, no matter what you do, you will never get promoted, that will give you burnout. You would burn out because you don't see. You work and you don't see the progress. That give you burnout. As a recovery burnout victim, because the stress level I no longer have is, I don't have much. My stress levels is, I don't have the stress level. I know my limit now. When my body say stop, I stop. No matter what I do, no matter what it is, I stop. Stop. One more thing you can do. Never bring your job, your work, your paperwork at home. Respect that. Respect your home. Respect your schedule, which I didn't do. Because I used to overwork and bring them home. And the funny thing is, I bring it home and stop talking about it. That's the job was paying me to do that. The first thing I do, as soon I leave, I left the door, I think I erase the job in my mind for sure. I erase it. Just leave it there, right there. And I pick it up after. I used to leave my phone on because they used to call me at any time. The job, it was a 24 hours. That's when if it's 24 hours stuff going on, the 24 hours they're going to call you. They didn't pay me. The company didn't pay me for 24 hours. Why my phone have to be on? I turn my phone off. If they need something, they call 911. If they got a fire, they have to call a fire department. If they have something, somebody collapsed, they just go take 911, go to the hospital. I turn my phone off. That was the best thing I ever did for myself when I started doing that. Second, at work, sometimes you have those chair who just got roll. What I did, instead of to roll to do over here because the printer was not too far, it was like a little distance. Instead of to roll the chair, I just stand up and take the paper and sit down. And sometimes I just sit on the chair and start do relaxation. I'm telling you, I just start, I don't care if it was a camera. I start doing that and just like, oh, I start singing. Believe me, you can see my voice. I'm the worst person who can sing. I can have a note, but girlfriend start singing whatever song I like, even I don't know the word. I start dancing just to take my mind from the work I was doing if it was too much. And and I enjoy laughing. I always smiling. Even people I was dealing, client see I was burnt out because the smile was gone. And they keep asking, what's wrong? What's wrong? Why is my smile? But it's because of that. As soon as start recovery, you can see that in my face. And I can tell you, if I show you a picture before that and now, you're going to say, oh, that's a sister or what she's doing. It's like I got a surgery. I rejuvenate myself of 10 years because I just stop and just enjoy myself and taking care of myself. Self-worth is self-care. Self-care is wealth. Because if you do not get healthy, you cannot make the wealth. How you can be productive if you're not healthy? Learn how to socialize more. Go to networking meeting. Call your friend more often. Create picnic with your family. If you cannot, is running outside, just do a movie night. You just do a movie night, or you just put your family together and do stuff with your family. I have to give credit to my one of my daughter. She is the clown. She feel like something was not right with me. She makes sure she will do anything silly to make me smile. And I really appreciate that because she didn't know I want to tear up when I'm saying that. She didn't know how much I was going through, how difficult it was, but she tried in a way to make me happy because I was not happy and nobody was seeing that person who's always happy. It was just like withdraw. And I am very grateful for her because even she didn't know, she tried to make me happy, to be me, and always asking me how I'm doing, if everything is okay. And I think that's the best gift I had from that experience. I have people who care. As an entrepreneur, we take sometimes too much, but they have certain tips you can do to avoid burnout. Create a schedule and stick with the schedule. Know your body, know your limit, outsourcing. And I know you probably say, I'm in the tight budget, I don't have enough money, but you can outsourcing. There are Fiverr, I think it's his name. Fiverr is a low cost self outsourcing. They have virtual assistant there. They have people who can do your networking, your media. Um, they have a lot of things you can find on Fiverr. They have the pro and they have the cheap. Depend of your the amount of money you have. I think Fiverr probably a good solution for your business. And also look in your area for networking event. Go to networking event. That's another way also you can avoid burnout. If you think the job you are in, or you not got any level of high up, or you feel like you're doing everything you do, you stay in the circle, you stuck. We do your resume, we apply for another job. Don't be too comfortable to one business. They have another business probably need your skill. I would suggest you doing that and taking care of yourself. Exercise more often. You just can just walk around your neighborhood, or just do like Martin Lowen tell you, who's you can do that. I did. I'm really excited, and even people who know me, they were telling you when things really getting. I just, even in the phone, I tell them just who's it, who's out, just relax and take your time to meditate. Read a good book, because those are little thing I did to help me avoid burnout, and I hope that will help you also. And I hope you like my video. If you want to have another video like this, please don't forget to share, like, and click the bell for notification when I put another video like this one. And thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Don't know the way, but you got this. Give me the face.